What's the deal with Fat Joe? He been quiet lately. I ain't hearing him mention you lately. Is everything calm, or what's the deal?
I have on some real shit, man. I never had nothing with that dude. You know what I mean? He came, you know, the whole shit came out his mouth. You know what I'm saying? And telling cats he was gonna wild my jaw for whatever reason. I still don't know. You know what I mean? But I don't got no problem with that dude, man. But if a nigga gonna talk about he gonna wild my jaw, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Come on, man. Let's be real. You know what I'm saying? You ain't dealing with your everyday MC that really don't come from the street. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, because 90% of these cats ain't from the hood or nothing. They from suburbia and coming putting all the street life into their raps. You dealing with a motherfucker that's really from the hood. You know what I'm saying? I'm really from the hood. I came from the crevice up in this motherfucking rap game.
Right.
You know what I mean? To get myself out the street. So I just think, you know, he ran his mouth. You know what I'm saying? With all that said and done, Joe is one of them dudes that, you know what I mean, he did build his foundation. He's Flo Joe. You know, he got a name, you know what I'm saying? He had a couple hits, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I respected that, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't respect that he couldn't embrace another Latino rapper coming up in the game, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, and there's enough Latinos that stereotype like a motherfucker, you feel me? With all due respect to Joel Ortiz terminology and all them cats doing it, and I love their music, I'm coming aggressive, my dude.
Right.
They, you know, you ain't gonna stereotype me. I don't want to be just a live Latin MC. Nah, nigga, I'm one of the best MCs, which is the name of my new mixtape too. You know what I mean? Not one of the best Latin MCs, one of the best MCs. You know what I mean? I come aggressive, and I'm gonna stay coming aggressive, man. You know what I mean? Till they respect me as one of them dudes. You know what I mean?
Right. I was talking to Chino XL about a week ago, and one thing we was talking about was cause you know he's out in Cali right now. He's originally from Jersey. He's from East Orange, and we was talking about the difference, you know, the transition, you know, from the East Coast to the West Coast. And one thing that he said was that, you know, on the East Coast there's not, you know, like as much like a brotherly love kind of thing. And, you know, it ain't a lot of support. One thing that he said a lot of artists got to do, which I agree with. He said, just as a Latin MC, and this is exact words because you can even repeat the interview. He said there should be no Latin artist that's dissing Big Lou coming up right now. And you know, I was like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, yo, that's true, dog. Like what is the point of Joe even dissing you instead of supporting you? You know what I'm saying? Because he's fading out, dog. There needs to be a new school of Latin MCs coming up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I mean, that's and Chino XL, man. I fuck with Chino XL. You know what I'm saying? That's my dude. You know what I mean? And you know, Chino underrated, man. You know what I'm saying? One of the greats doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I never got the shine that he well deserved of. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, along with cats like Immortal Technique, which is my dude too. You know what I mean? And Joel Ortiz, but you know what I mean? That's, you know, that's an honor hearing that from them too. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
But as far as, you know, Joe to Joe situation, man, you know, like I said, I don't got no beef with the dude. I mean, I'm not trying to say I'm big shit at anybody, but if Joe extend his hand out and could have been like, yo, Lou, you know what I'm saying? I ain't like this. You said that's why I said this. You know, we could have resolved that shit. You feel me?
No doubt.
If he would have been, you know what I mean, he would have been the bigger man. He been in this game. You know what I'm saying? He know better than that shit. You feel me?
Right.
Why is you still acting like a young boy? You know what I'm saying? You could extend your hand out and then tell me something you didn't like that I did or whatever, and then, you know what I'm saying, I would explain myself, and we probably would have, you know what I'm saying, saw eye to eye, and then we would have shook hands, and who knows, we would have did a track together or something.
No doubt.
You know what I mean? But just coming from that angle, not even knowing me, you know what I'm saying, whatever, you know what I mean, just open something up, you know what I mean?
Right.
But it ain't nothing, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just moving, man. I don't, you don't hear me dropping 100 this joints, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got time for that. I got time to focus on my career, do what I got to do with my career, keep moving, and at the same time, you know, maintaining my family, that's all.
Now, what about one disc joint? Because I heard that you got something in the stash, dog, like some crazy, like 12-minute shit. I don't know if it's a rumor, but, you know, let's clarify that right now.
As far as what?
I heard, this is what I heard, man. I ain't gonna drop no names. I heard you had a Fat Joe disc where you was pretty much going off of every beat he had, like some fucking nail in the casket shit.
I mean, I'll put it like this, man. You know what I mean? I'll put it like this. I mean, some rumors is true, some rumors is lies, man. You know what I mean? Like, bottom line, you know what I'm saying, I ain't got nothing with that dude, you know what I'm saying?
Alright.
I really don't got nothing with that dude. As long as, you know what I mean, you don't disrespect me, I ain't gonna disrespect him. Like I said, you know what I'm saying? If you want to be a bigger man, you know what I mean, reach out to a motherfucker. Don't think just because, you know, you higher than me and shit, you can't be man enough to be like, yo, my nigga, this is what happened, boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? We can talk about it, we can come to terms, and then cool, you know what I'm saying?
Hold on.
If not, you know, I'm gonna play my lane, just play your motherfucking lane. That's it. You feel me? And we good. That's it.
Word. Yo, dog, in your opinion, what is the reason that East Coast hip-hop is just stagnant, man? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you turn on the TV, dog, like these young kids coming up right now, these cats that was born in the 90s and all that, you know what I'm saying? They check on the TV, they don't even fucking know that, like, East Coast started this shit. They don't even know about the 90s. They don't even know about early this decade. Like, what do you think the reason is, dog?
I think some of the older dudes is just getting caught up just as much as the kids. You know what I'm saying? Because I was just talking to a kid that's like 17 years old, and this nigga was breaking down. This nigga knew the history more than me, Advocate, you feel me? Wow. And I'm like, wow, you know what I'm saying? And it's just the influences that he had growing up, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I think, you know, when you got 30-year-old cats, you know, pop locking and shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That shit fucks up the youth, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying they can't do that, because, you know what I'm saying, you know, some of the joints is alright. I could accept some of the joints because some of the people that's doing is kids, you know what I'm saying? It's like even Soulja Boy, that's his age group, you feel me?
Yeah.
That's cool, but when everything gets fucking dumbed down, then it's a problem, you know what I'm saying? Everything is about the same shit, and you know, now even adults is tripping on that shit. I think we just need more leaders, you know what I mean, to show the kids, you know what I mean, what hip-hop really is, you know what I mean, and what it's really about, man. And you know, we suffering from it, but it's far from dead, my nigga. You know, we still got voices, you know. These labels is just, you know, got dollar signs in the eyes right now, you know what I mean? The game where it used to be, which is good, you know what I mean? We want to make money, we want to take care of our fam, you feel me? But they shouldn't let every motherfucker rap now, you know what I'm saying? Everybody in their fucking mind can rap now, and it's just destroying the whole music shit, man.
I agree.